You listen.
Media. Listen. You are now listening to
I was jamming out in the background. Hope you guys didn't mind. Man, welcome back to a whole new episode, man. It's October 15th. Put some background music, man. It's too quiet over here. No, heck no. I guess we can do the old reliable. I'm trying to turn this my eye looks little. It's these damn allergies, bro. Trying to go a little higher. Is that it? Oh well. Man, I already have a comment. What? Your flag is flying away. Hey man, it's the fan. If I don't have that fan on, I'm gonna be sweating. So that fan is gonna stay on. I don't care if you guys notice it. Sorry, just a lot of mocos out here, bro. And what kind of desk is this? Like, I have no tissues over here. What kind of office is this? What kind of desk is this? I have no tissues here. I need to get some, man. That sucks. But yeah, well, hey man, if you had some tissues actually stocked up in here, what kind of office is this? And don't try to tell me like, oh, well, you should be fixing it up. Blah, blah, blah. No, I shouldn't. I'm not the one that spends all my time here. Oh well, it happens, right? It's October 15, 2024, man. Spooky season. What are you guys up to? So I don't have boogers, so you don't have to have boogers to have Kleenex. It's called courtesy. I don't know, what is it called? Courtesy. You know, you just never know, right? Like, so you're not always gonna have tissues in your office just because you don't have mocos. Eventually you're gonna have some. You need to stop. You need to. This is some really bad hospitality here, man. This may be the last time I use this office. That's besides the point, man. It's spooky season. We are 16 days away from Halloween. And yeah, your boy celebrates it, man. I got 3 kids. Hey man, why is she double commenting here? But it doesn't matter. But yeah, man, 16 days away from Halloween. Like I told people before, right after Halloween, I feel like the holidays just fly by. So literally before we know it, it's just gonna be freaking 2025, and there goes another year. The Cowboys don't go to a Super Bowl. It's whatever, right? Another year. Well, man, the Astros really messed it up this year too, man. But yeah, the presidential election is this year, bro. That's all I'm gonna say on that. If you know, you know. Well, yeah, man. Welcome everybody back to a whole new episode, man. I have a whole new one for you today. No special guest, just me, myself, and I. Man, I asked so many people, they just couldn't do it. And I'm always busy during the week. So I literally started asking yesterday who could join me, and I know it was last minute. People had stuff to do, and it just couldn't happen. But hey, man, it's life. I could have either not done an entire episode today, but no, I got to give you guys what you came here to see, and that's me. No, I'm playing. You came here to see some content. You came to be a little entertained before you go to bed, before you go memes. I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to, put a smile on that face. I'm trying to get you spending. I'm trying to get you to spend time with that boo. You know, some of you out there, man. You're out here. I know you're out there. You know, cuddled up with your loved one already. That's not the point, right? The point is, I'm here to entertain you, and I'm here to do one damn good job at it. Damn Lexapro, man, it's working way too good. I'm over here being so damn talkative, not even caring about what I say now. But yeah, man, for those of you wondering, it's actually going pretty good. I'm still slurring my words here and there. People probably think I'm drunk, but nah, man, I'm still doing my thing over here. If you got the invite to this episode, go ahead and share it. You know, don't take it personal. You know, I just didn't have time to share with everybody. And before I knew it, it's already like close to like 5 minutes till. So I decided to go ahead and stop right there because, you know, time goes by quick, man. So I had to stop, do the whole intro, you know, be ready for you. I want to give a special shout out to Alexa, who has been part of the show recently. 2 days ago, actually, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago, she was actually part of the Major Listen Studios, one of the special guests there. She actually had a birthday today. She turned 24 years young. Yeah, and yeah, man, it was her birthday today. You know, happy birthday to you, Alexa. If you see this, you know, I know I told you earlier, but you know, happy birthday to you. A lot of birthdays over here in October, man. A lot of the great ones' birthdays are in October. You know, you guys just don't know it, but most of the great people in the world, you know, have a birthday in October, and I just happen to be one of them. Libra season, you know. That's how we do it, man. We just balance life. We balance you. We balance the world. Without us, there will be no balance. I'm gonna try to see who this is. Oh, it's nobody. It's all good. But yeah, guys, like I said, I have a whole new one. This title of this episode is called The Worst Dates. And I see Jason, he's already on here, you know, scoping the scene. Danny says only the best are born in April. Man, I have to disagree with you, brother. You know what April falls on? It lands on April Fools. So whoever told you that is a lie, man. I'm joking, by the way. I see you out there enjoying your vacation, brother. So yeah, man, I hope you guys are having fun. Don't necessarily know where you guys are at. What is she yawning about? Man, she just wants attention. But yeah, Danny, I see you out there, you know, enjoying your vacation, man. I'm glad you're out here in the Major Listen, you know, in the Major Listen Studios with your boy. Thank you so much for joining me, man. I know you're out there spending time with your kids, you know, your loved ones, man. But it's special to see that you're also making the effort to be part of me, part of us, part of this, you know, my whole journey over here at the Major Listen Studios, man. So thank you so much for that. But yeah, you guys, as you guys can see the title up above or wherever you're looking at, mine's right here on top, but wherever you're looking at, this title is called Worst Dates. So I want to hear, I know you guys have some. For those of you who are married, let's just be honest. We both had a life before we were married. Thank you. Hey, man, thank you. See, seriously, he's always supporting. Thank you so much. I got to see you soon, man, because, man, I'm always busy, though, man. I hate that. You know, I thought by moving back to Alvin, I would see like a whole lot of faces again, you know, be able to hang out with those that I couldn't. But honestly, it's just the same as living in Spring. I still don't see anybody. I feel like everybody's always just busy. We're always doing something, you know, family wise. We know we got kids, we got families now. And yeah, you know, there goes all that time right there, man. I barely see my parents, you know, but, yeah, man, I was promised, you know, weekly gatherings. Of course, they didn't lie, man. We're just always busy, especially you. You can't say like, oh, they lied. They're always busy. We're always busy. You're always busy. So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I hope we can make like a little little open schedule one day just to have, people out, enjoy ourselves, enjoy each other's company, or just do like a huge ass gathering all at once. Everybody just invite anybody, anybody just show up, see who comes up, and we can have a good time. Let's just look, everybody brings a dish. I ain't cooking, I ain't making nothing, I ain't hosting nothing. I'm just letting you guys come over, bring a dish, and we'll all feast together. That's what we're gonna do, because I ain't buying crap. And let's be honest, man, things are expensive right now, nowadays. So I'm not trying to go broke over a gathering. So let's go ahead and let's make things happen, just like that. We, just like the Pilgrims and the Indians, they all brought something, didn't they? I don't know the whole story, but I don't know. See what Belen's talking about. You never do. What are you talking about? Never do what? See, this is the thing that I don't like about comments and about some people that just comment on here just to say words. What are you talking about? Never do what? I'm over here blabbering about stuff. You can at least say the full thing that you're going to say. You're probably busy, and I understand, but go ahead and say what you got to say. Ricky Carrera. Oh, Belen got to react to your video. Thought this said Ricky. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on. You got to forgive me. But yeah, man, I want to hear you guys' stories. You guys were single at one point. You guys had a life before marriage and kids, but I want to know exactly what your most worst date experience, the worst date, just worst date in general was, because I have like 2 of them, and I know Belen has some too. She actually shared some with me as well, but I can go ahead and start. And I also picked up some ones over there on Reddit, because apparently some of you guys are perfect. You guys had the perfect date. You guys probably married the first person you dated, so you didn't have any crazy stories. So there goes that. I'm gonna go ahead and call everybody out on that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and share my story. I actually have 2, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with one. So let's see, which one should I tell? Okay, so this one has to do with me and my friend. I'm not going to go ahead and say his name because, like I said, on this episode, on this show, I don't go ahead and say first and last names. I don't want to put anybody on the spot without their consent. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I back it up. It was me and my boy. And I remember I was talking to this girl. I don't know. I don't remember if it was Facebook or MySpace. Whatever was popular back then. I couldn't tell what was popping. I don't know if it was either or. But I remember, she was cute, whatever. And, we were already like talking, here and there, but not all the time. And I decided to go ahead and, just, screw it. Go ahead and, ask her to hang out, whatever. And I did. I was like, hey, you want to hang out? And she said, yeah, can we like double date? Because I have my friend with me. And I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I started figuring out, like, going through my friends, see who was single, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess this guy would do. And I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, you down to have a double date with me and these other 2 chicks, one of the chicks I'm kind of talking to. And he's all like, yeah, sure, why not, man? Let's go ahead and do it. So let me go ahead and tell you that in pictures, the girl that I was talking to, she looked like she was like at least 5'6" in her pictures. She made herself look, thick, pretty tall, and she looked pretty cleaned up. And she showed me a picture of her friend, so I could show my friend, and he was like, oh, hell yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So why not? So we linked up. Can't remember exactly where we went. Actually, I do remember, but I'm not going to go ahead and say it. Like I said, I'm not going to say places. But yeah, we went to, I'm not going to say places either, because I don't want people to be like, hey, what the hell? I mean, it's not nowhere like crazy or anything like that. It was just like a date for like everybody. I guess everybody goes there too, pretty much for dates as well. But so we got there, we met up there. And me and my buddy were just hanging out somewhere real quick, and we told him like, hey, meet us here. They're like, okay, cool, yeah, we're about to pull up. So tell me why. Like I mentioned to you guys before, This girl in the pictures made herself look like she was like at least 5'6", really cleaned up, not ghetto looking at all. Well, when she came to the place that we were supposed to meet up, and I was like, bro, is this you? You look like, she had to at least be like, I want to say 4 foot even. She was short as hell. She was short. And you know how those girls like drew their eyebrows and stuff like that back in the day? Well, this girl did that, and this was like in the 2010 already, 2009, 2010. This girl already done drew her eyebrows, and I'm just like, bro, what the heck did I get myself into? I don't even want to be here anymore. Right then and there, I like lost all the interest in just being there, period. And my boy looked at me like, bro, what the hell is this? Because they look super ghetto. Like, I'm talking about streets ratchet. Like, they look like they were for the streets, like for real. And he's all like, bro, they don't look nothing like the pictures. I was like, yeah, I know. so you know, we try to make the best of it. Hey, what's up, Javier? Hey, man, thank you for joining me, man. I'm telling my most embarrassing, you know, worst dates ever right here. But yeah, man, you know, we try to make the best of it. We try to like hang out with them, have a good time. But I could tell like they weren't feeling us either. I guess because they could kind of feel like we weren't feeling them at all. But like I said, we were trying to make the best of it. We were trying to make them laugh, but it was just not working. They had no personality whatsoever. It was just a freaking awkward double date experience. We tried to make them laugh with whatever we had. We had absolutely nothing. And you know, if you guys know us personally, we're pretty funny cats. So we got nothing out of this, you know, out of these two girls. So hold on, Javier said, LOL. Getting set up, catfish date. That's exactly what it was, man. I felt like I got catfished. These girls were so short. It looked like they were lying about their age, period. So they were probably lying about their age now that I'm thinking of it. But then again, it's not like I was 21 back in the day either, or like back in 2000, what was it, like 2010 or 11, I was probably like, I probably was going on 21. I was going on 20, 21, somewhere around there. But the point is, man, like, these girls look nothing like their pictures. They were short as hell. They drew on their eyebrows. One of them looked like she bleached her hair, but it was super dark. Her friend did. And we just weren't feeling them, man. And I guess like they felt it. It was just a huge relief when, you know, when we got rid of them. I guess you could say when we all went our separate ways, it was just a huge relief. And yeah, man. Yeah, that's probably like one of the worst experiences that I have. I have another one, but I'm gonna go ahead and get through these Reddit ones that I went ahead and found. Because like I said, man, you guys are just perfect out there. You guys had no embarrassing stories or no worst date experience whatsoever. You guys are just perfect and married the first person you ever encountered. But hey, man, we're not here to talk about you guys. We're here to talk about the worst dates ever. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. Hold on. Maybe this comment will give us something right here. Sharpie eyebrows or tattooed eyebrows. One of those two, man. But I just know, like, it was just horrible. And I could honestly say that after that encounter that we had with them, we never spoke to them again. Like, they were never heard from again. And not necessarily, like, it was just both ways. We weren't feeling each other in any other way. Like, it was just like the feeling was mutual right there, I guess. Like, we gave off that vibe that we wanted nothing to do with them. But yeah, man, I know you guys have some embarrassing stories. The 4 people that are viewing me right now, I know you got some. So go ahead and take as much time as you want. I'm gonna go ahead and read some other ones that we have. While I'm do that, you go ahead and type your most worst date ever, man. Like, I'm telling you, I know you guys have some, but you just think too highly of yourself, so you just don't want to call anybody out. But this is one. Okay, it was winter time and my job caught our hours. I'm a cook. And I met this girl on Tinder. We decided to meet at a cool bar that had live music. I showed up and she had 4 friends with her, so she barely talked to me. Okay, She turns around to tell me she forgot her wallet and asked if I could buy her a drink. Then turned to a chat with her friend again. You need an ID to get in the bar. So where's the wallet? Okay, I bought myself a beer. Then the priorities came in my mind. I did not buy her a drink because she didn't tell me what she wanted. While her back was to me, talking to her friend, I downed my beer, paid in cash, and thanked my bartender and walked out the door. She didn't even notice. I walked to another place and ordered a beer by myself and was talking to the chef. I got a job at that place to make up for lost wages for being the slow season at my other job. She really wanted to meet up. So within 5 minutes of wait, what? She really wanted to meet up. So within 5 minutes of person-to-person contact, I realized she just wanted a free drinks, and I wanted a fucking job. So worst date ever, but the new job was awesome. Hey man, at least he turned a negative into a positive. Can I hear that? Can I get a hand clap for him? At least he turned a negative into a positive. You know, people get set up multiple times. Bro, I'm 22 years. I am married 22 years. I ain't saying nothing about the worst dates. Hey man, let me go ahead and just say that about 2 weeks, I want to say 2 weeks now, I turned 12 years married. So I turned 12 years married to my lovely wife, Belen, who is currently watching the live. You know, we turned 12 years married. Or wait, is it married or together? Oh, we turned 12 years together. I'm sorry. 12 years together. We're actually going to be turning 11 years married next month. So, you know, we're right behind you. But we still have embarrassing stories. Megan Utterback said, LOL. Hey, man. That's what we do, man. You guys have some stories. I know you do, but you're just holding out on me, man. But before I do that, before I call every one of you out, I'm going to go ahead and read the next one. Oh, I need to take that comment off because otherwise it's not going to let me read it. All right. So the next one says, back when Tinder first came out, I matched with and started talking to a girl who was in the same city in Florida. She and I agreed to meet in a restaurant I had been to a few times before. We had talked about it being her and me, but when she arrived, she was dragging a kid with her, which she had never mentioned she had, let alone bringing him. She sits down and I almost immediately gets on her phone and largely ignores me and her kid. I tried striking up a conversation, but it was clear she was not here for me at all. So her kid and I started coloring on our placemats, drawing cartoon characters and things like that. Food arrives, we all eat, and then she asks if she can order another entree. I had no intentions of paying for her food at this point, so I said sure. I get up to use, quote unquote, use the bathroom and go see the waiter about to check. I pay for my food and the kids' meal because he and I were having a pretty good time drawing Minecraft characters. I stuck her with both her entrees and her drinks and then bailed and blocked her on everything. Hey, that's a good man right there, bro. See, do women really do that? Do women really, search for a free meal? I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody very close to me actually said, why not get a free meal out of it? And I'm like, bro, like at least try to have a good time, But I guess, Hey, before you know it, I'm probably gonna go ahead and make Major Listen like a dating show. You know how I could bring guests, little, on the side or whatever. I'm thinking about having something like that. Have them answer questions, see if they match up. Hey, if they dig each other, go ahead, go on a free date. I'm not trying to pay for the date either, so don't be like, oh, what am I gonna get if I match with the guy? I ain't paying for no date, bro. Like that's gonna be your job. I'm just here to be Cupid. My wife's yelling at the kids again. I'm playing. So as I'm going ahead and reading these Reddit comments, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys my second most worst date ever. It wasn't. I don't want to say it was a worst date. But it was, I don't know, like I really wasn't feeling her. And it was it was just awkward. It really was. First off, my sister and I, hold on, I got a comment. Maybe somebody finally got a, no, Megan's still laughing. Not even telling me a story. She's just laughing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say my next not worse. Like I said, it's not worse. It's just I just wasn't feeling her, and it was just like awkward. But this is a story where I actually invite my sister to go to the movies with me. And I wouldn't really much call this a date because my sister was there. It was not even like she was third wheeling or anything like that. My sister and I were gonna go watch Toy Story 3. I don't know if she remembers this chick, but yeah, we're gonna go watch Toy Story 3. And I was talking to this girl. Anybody remember Moco Space? It was like those little like wetback. If you take offense of me saying wetback, please don't. I'm from Mexico, so I could pretty much say that. But anyways, it's like those how do I say it? Those little like Mexican. I don't want to say Mexican, but they're like those Hispanic. It was like the Hispanic like MySpace back in the day. But I had one just because it was super fun just to be there. And I was talking to this chick from there. I never thought anything about it. I was like, man, there's people in here that are here that live in Houston, whatever. And this girl lived in Pasadena, I remember. And I was gonna go watch Toy Story 3 with my sister, and I decided like, hey, why not, have her tag along, right? So I asked her like, hey, you want to tag along to the movies with me and my sister? At least I told her, my sister was gonna be there. I didn't just go ahead and just took my sister with her. But hold on, maybe she knows. Yes, LOL. My friend Anna had one. I know you guys remember Moco Space. I'm telling you guys, it was just like the funniest like Mexican little MySpace crap ever. But anyways, I invited her. She says yes, and we decided to just meet up over there. Well, I wasn't gonna pick her up. I don't remember picking her up, but I was like, yeah, let's meet up at this movie theater since like right in between, both of us. She agreed. I was like, okay, cool. And I don't know what it was, but I think catfishing was just a thing back then. She looked good in pictures, but she was nothing wrong with heavy-set women. Nothing wrong with she was a little heavier than her pictures for sure. So nothing like her pictures for sure. Like I mentioned, catfishing to the max. And I didn't think nothing of it. Like I said, if I'm gonna have your company, I'm gonna at least make it a good time, right? So we were trying to have a good time, or at least I was trying to have a good time, make the best of it, whatever. After all, I did ask her if she wanted to, join us. But that wasn't necessarily like the annoying part of it. The annoying part was her laugh, bro. And it was one of those laughs where, I could tolerate a few laughs. But this girl, when I tell you, I like everybody in the whole theater would look back like, is she okay? I would have to be like, yeah, man, she's just a loud laughable person, I guess. Like she would let people know like I am laughing. The thing is, it wasn't even that funny. I mean, it was Toy Story 3. I mean, there was some funny scenes, but she took the laughing to a whole nother level. It was, I don't know. She wanted to hold my hand all like the whole time. And mind you, I mean, I understand we were, talking, but it's like, bro, you catfished me. So I was trying so hard not to hold her hand because I'm like, bro, like, I don't know. It was just, I just wasn't feeling it. And plus the laugh kind of like ruined it for me too. It was just like, I felt like I was being lied to, in multiple angles, and I was just not feeling that, But dare I say, that was probably the last interaction that I had with her. Probably talked to her like maybe once or twice after that. Don't quote me on that because I really don't remember. but yeah, man, that was Toy Story 3. You guys are assholes, man. And I say that because only 2 people are viewing and I have multiple reactions. But let me see who's reacting so far to this live. Let me see who's So I got Jason from the 281. Let me see. That's about it. Don't tell me that that's the only person that's reacting. I see a whole bunch of reactions on here. I see 4. Let me see who the. Oh God, you can hear me. Get out. There we go. To infinity and beyond. Look, man. It was just, I don't know, man. It was just I don't know. I was young. You know, when we're young, we make, I don't want to say we made mistakes, but we learn. You know, we I don't know, man. I feel like we trusted social media way too much back then. We figured that nothing could touch us. Don't even ask me where I met my wife, because you are going to probably be like, bro, you never learned your lesson. But guess where I met my wife? Facebook. Mind you, she didn't even catfish me or anything like that. She was probably like the only one that did it. It's probably why I married her. I'm playing with you. But yeah, man, I met her. We met on Facebook. You know, we hit it off. Wow. We didn't start dating until like a year and a half later after we met. And that's because, you know, we didn't see each other like that. Young and wouldn't listen. No, that's true. But now it's made you listen, so I'm making you listen. Crazy how the tables turn, huh? But let's go to our next story, shall we? I know we were in the 3rd one, so let's go ahead and read this. Oh my God, I forgot to take the comment off again. Give me 1 second. Sorry, Megan. Got to get you out, and I will read the 3rd one. I cannot read that for nothing because I have the reactions up there. Let me go ahead and read it off my phone because I can't read. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Okay, I found. This is gonna. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's this one. No, it's not that one. Crap. What number is this? 63, 68. Okay, I gotta look for 68. Give me 1 second, guys. Please don't tell me I put it up. God darn it. Okay. 68. So that was 68. Oh, okay. I got it. So this one says, got set up by a coworker. I met at a bar. I met her at a bar. We had a few drinks and she got absolutely shit-faced. Bar staff threw us out. She got really angry, made a scene. Cops showed up. She took a swing at one and got us both arrested. I got bowled over when the cop threw her down. Another cop jumped on me and cuffed me too. Cops thought it was odd I was with her, but I didn't know her and figured I was lying about how much we drank or what drugs we were on. I pointed out I was innocent and still sober. They eventually believed me and let me go as they took her away. It was 8:30 p.m. It's still daylight. This was before cell phones and social media. I never figured out why she went shit or whatever happened to her or whatever happened with her. I just figured she was drunk and when I got there, but I didn't really notice. I don't know. Do you count that as a date? Because I mean, obviously, it sounds like you went through a horrible experience. Yeah, I would get on your ass. Yeah, pretty much. But that was back then. This is now. Look at me. A huge, successful entrepreneur. Don't let the podcast lie to you. I'm literally working a 9 to 5, but it's all good. We still out here grinding. What the hell was that? Heard a huge noise. So Belen said she was gonna be here. Obviously, she's not. But I see, brother, trying to get patience. But I see seven people viewing this episode right now. So those 7 of you who are currently watching, go ahead and share this live right now. Stop what you're doing. Before I continue to read the next stories, go ahead and share this episode right now, because you owe it to me. You owe it to yourselves to at least share some humor with your loved ones, friends, foes, whatever they may be. There are kids in the house, and no, I don't want to be on it. Dang. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Sorry. Don't let her fool you guys. She's just on her period. I could tell you a story of my own if you'd like. Not exactly a bad day, just an odd turn of events. Please do so. Go ahead and tell me. I'm right here for you. I'll take your time telling it. I'm gonna go ahead and say, read another one for the viewers. A guy I used to work with went on a group date with a girl once. His assumption was that he was meeting up with her and a few of her other friends for the night out. Turns out it was her, 5 other guys, and she was doing a mini version of a bachelor. In her mind, it was better to meet up with 6 guys in one night and determine who she wanted to see again, as opposed to meeting with 6 different guys on 6 different nights. It apparently did not turn out well for her, but the dudes ended up hanging out with each other all night and bar hopping. So it looks like you all had a great time. Hey man, she's just mad, like I said. But yeah, man, like it looks like they made the best of it. Like I said, I try to make the best of it with the other chicks, with me and my friend, and it just didn't work out. And apparently these guys made the best of it, and I don't think my friend and I did. As soon as we just had that worst, date, because these girls just looked like they were just like came straight from the streets. We literally just went home. We went our separate ways. Like, I'm not saying that me and my boy never talked to each other again, but we just like literally just left home and just called it a night. I mean, we still hung out later on, but it wasn't just like we never did no group dates ever again, that's for sure. Still waiting for Hunter to give me a response. Oh wait, that's Kadeem. I thought it was Hunter. Kadeem, please tell me a story, man. I'm sorry, I read the first letter and I assumed you were Kendrick. But it's Kadeem, ladies and gentlemen. He's back on here, man, and he is back with many, many stories. So please go ahead and do so, Kadeem. I'll be right here waiting for you. Where is it? I need to bring this down because I can't see crap. Let's go ahead with the next one. I went out to lunch with the man. His phone broke. Oh, I'm sorry. His phone kept ringing and he kept ignoring it. But after so many times he took the call, someone wanted to know where he was. He told them and said he'd be here a little later. Apologized, said he couldn't come right now. Just give him an hour or 2. He told me he forgot he was supposed to help his neighbor with something, but it could wait. 20-ish minutes later, his baby mama showed up with 3 kids, yelled at him about forgetting what time he was supposed to pick them up, called me too pretty to be wasting my time with him, and left the kids in the restaurant. Very classy. So, I mean, homeboy did pretty much lie. He wasn't trying to help out the neighbor. So I pretty much condone baby mama's behavior. Apparently you knew what kind of person that he was. Obviously he was lying about helping his neighbor. So at the end it turned out good for you, right? I'm not gonna trust the man who's already lying to you, right? But while we wait on Kadeem, then we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. He was more than 3 hours late. He was texting me, telling me that he was 20 minutes away. For 2 of those hours, as soon as he arrives, he tells me to leave the part of the venue, dive bar. I'd already paid in too, so he could go where he wanted. Try to start a fight with a friend I'd happen to run into. Wait, try to start a fight with a friend who happened to run into, and called my aunt, who talked me into going out on a date with him in the first place. A clock. Oh wow, cock blocking. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I just walked away from him, and after that last one, and we never spoke again. I waited so long because I was just gonna say that, like, why did you wait 3 hours to wait for him? Hell no, I would have left after the first hour, bro. I waited so long because I liked the bands that were playing. I wouldn't have stayed if I was sitting around doing nothing. He got there just before the last band finished, but I'd had about enough of him by then, because he'd been telling me that he was on the train in the same place for 2 hours. We don't live out in the middle of nowhere, and he could have easily gotten a bus or tram. I don't know if she meant train the rest of the way in the time if there was a problem with the train. He never gave me a proper excuse, but I never really cared at that point. So that's good. I mean, that's what's bad about setups, man. Beto says, how does she know where he was? Hey, man, look, I don't try. Look, if he's late, period, I'm sorry, but I'm not. She or he is late, I'm not waiting on somebody for no 3 hours. I'm sorry. I mean, if it happened to be a good show, why not enjoy it? Why not? I mean, enjoy your own. I guess your own. I guess what did I say? Now I lost the word. I guess why not enjoy yourself, right? At that point. Before I forget, I was on 69, I think. Life 360. No, for the baby mama. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there is Life 360, but let me see. That's right? Oh no, that's not that one. It was this one, I think. He was doing a mini version. Oh no, that's not that one either. It's this one. Mama showed up with 3 kids yelling at him. But I mean, I think he told him where he was, though. Somebody wanted to know where he's at. He told him. Yeah, he told him. So that's what happened. He told her where he was at, and that's how she showed up. So there's, your question answered. I couldn't remember. I saw that, but but yeah, man. Don't ever lie to no woman. Obviously, she found out where he was at, and it didn't go really well for him. But I think I was in this one, right? Yeah. So that was on 69. I gotta remember that. 69. Oh, see, it's all about reading, Veronica, paying attention. But then I read like a monkey, so I could pretty much see where you got confused. So Kadim's story. I took this girl out to watch Tron Legacy when it came out. Oh, I wanted to watch that movie. I never did, though. I had a crush on her at the time, but didn't tell her because. But I'm sorry. I didn't tell her because I didn't think she liked me that way. We had a great time. I really enjoyed the movie. Sometime after she had gotten a new boyfriend, she told me that she was high as a kite when she was watching the movie with me, and I had no clue about it. Sometime later, I did her a favor and drove her to this boyfriend of hers that was about an hour and a half away in the middle of the night. What? I think he's going to type more. But it seems like Kadim did her a favor. Kadim, man. I never liked English class, bruh. Kadim, bro. Kadim took his crush to the boyfriend's house. Bro. I feel so bad. Hey, man, but the stories like that do happen, man. Maybe like this one, too. Burgers and beers at the bar after work. Hold on, let me take Vero now. Burgers and beers at the bar after work. When it's all said and done, he tells me he forgot his wallet. Then went to the bathroom, waiter took pity on me and gave me a small discount, so I paid for the meal and quickly went home. Guy called me later on that night asking if he could stay the night at my house. After telling him no several times, I hung up, blocked his call and his emails. Lord have mercy. Kadim said, oh, it couldn't show you the whole thing. It's all good. Oh, did you type more? You're going to have to probably type it again. I hope not, but there's probably more to it. I'll probably read it to you guys if I see it on my phone. He has more in the comments. Okay, so let me go ahead and see it, because obviously I didn't see that part. Let me go ahead and bring this down so I can read it to you guys, since I didn't get a chance to. Where's need to bring this down. Remember you guys where I was at 72. So this is where I was at. Let me see if I need to come up on this. Give me a second. Trying to find Kadim's comment. I hear my voice. It's so cringe. So Kadim said, where is it? So night in. Where is it at? Sometime later, they're a favor. Drove it to the boyfriend of hers that was about an hour and a half away in the middle of the night in a severe thunderstorm because her parents didn't approve of the boyfriend. Don't ask me why I did that. Several years later, a friend of mine who also knew her told me that she told him that if I had asked her out at the time, she would have said yes. He knew this the whole time and never told me. Like, do bro a favor and come on. That's messed up, bro. Kadim, I feel so bad for you, bro. But stories like that have happened, and it's very unfortunate, man. Women, man, you can't please them, bro. It's all good though. Let's see. All right, the next one says, we went out for dinner and a movie. Horrible choice. I mean, do you guys think that dinner and a movie is a horrible choice? Really? I mean, dinner, I feel like you get the opportunity to actually get to know the person. Movie later is, I would say, just to lighten the mood up a little bit, whether it's a funny movie, horror movie, just to see exactly what kind of person you are, I guess, in a way, like movie taste wise. But I don't think dinner and a movie is a bad choice for a first date, at least not in my opinion. I mean, if anything, I feel like I did that with my wife. I mean, we would love to have a date like that, but I mean, that's not a horrible choice. That's what I'm saying. Look, see, Kadim agrees with me. Dinner and a movie helps break ground. I truly believe that too. Like, women, man, I don't think it's a horrible choice. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a woman that wrote this. We went out for dinner and a movie. Already horrible choice, according to her. She chose a sushi place after I told him I don't like sushi. Well, I mean, yeah, guy's a horrible listener, apparently. He talked for maybe an hour or more about Star Wars. Then at the movies, we were unlucky enough to have the entire theater to ourselves. So he took it upon himself to try to make moves on me after I kept pushing him away. I ended up telling him I'm going to the bathroom. Not my fault. The bathroom I was talking about happened to be at my house. Man, look, I've heard plenty of stories like this where, you know, a woman is just not feeling that person. I mean, but at the same time, guy was being a jerk, you know. He was trying to make the moves, and apparently, you know, girl wasn't feeling it. And I mean, I get her. Trying to escape the situation. But man, I mean, I could see why it was a horrible experience for her. But I don't think dinner in a movie was a bad choice, especially not to get to know somebody. Like I said, dinner, you have the opportunity to actually conversate. At least the most part, I would say. You have the opportunity to, you know, loosen up, get to know the person, break the ice. But hey, I guess it's just like, I don't know, just whatever you guys decide to do with it, with the opportunity. I mean, what would you guys want as a first date? Because obviously the Cheesecake Factory is a big deal too for some people. So I don't know. I like the Cheesecake. I haven't been at the Cheesecake Factory in years. Factory. Need to go back there, man. I think I was at this one. I was on this one. Dinner and movie. Yeah, horrible choice. Okay, we're on this one. Probably when the date got mad, I wouldn't invite him into my home, and it made it clear that I wouldn't sleep with him. So he shoved me and I fell down, and he proceeded to say I must be a lesbian and started to hurl homophobic slurs at me. Got back in my car and squealed his tires and sped away. Oh, he got in his car and left away. Well, so, man, you know, I don't know, like some guys are psychotic, and that just happened to be this gentleman right here. Be careful who you go on a date with, ladies, because apparently, man, like there's some psychos out there. Dinner gives you the chance to talk. Then the decided movie helps figure out both people's taste. Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to get the point that I was trying to get across. So thank you, Kadeem, for breaking it down. See, I see Kadeem and I have the same point of views in this type of thing. That's cool. But yeah, probably when the date got mad and I won't invite him at home. See, like, ladies, if you're not feeling the guy and he keeps insinuating that he wants to, proceed to go to the next base with you, run away. Don't be alone. This lady got shoved, man. Like, things got physical. Things could have escalated pretty quickly if she probably had, she could have probably made the thing a lot worse if she probably would have stood up for herself. But I don't know if she fought back or whatever the case may be. But I was glad she got away. I mean, nobody deserves to be treated like this. But man, you guys be careful out there. The people who you are seeing, because man, you never know what kind of person they may be. The next one. The guy was very hot and cold. I don't know what that means, but hey, let's go ahead and just read what it says on here, right? He seemed to like me to the point of wanting to plan our future together, even when I hadn't met him yet. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very psychotic as well. That's me, Ricky, reading it, by the way, or not reading it, but actually, narrating at the same time. I should have ended it right there, but I was young and lacked experience, quote unquote. Not quote unquote, I'm sorry, parentheses. When I met him, he seemed very disinterested in me and took it as a chance to run errands. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? I was hoping we could have a drink or maybe go to a nice cafe, but I didn't know his town well, so I didn't know where to go. He took me to a McDonald's. Okay, McDonald's, not too horrible of a choice, but let's keep going, right? After a couple of hours of awkward conversation and him being reluctant to engage, I decided it was not working out and went home. The end. Well, I mean, not really, like, I feel like people had worser dates than that, but whatever, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it could have been worse than that. Absolutely worst would be in high school. I had been dating this girl for almost a year at this point. She went to a high school on the other side of the city, and I went to her homecoming dance with her. The plan was that I'd meet her there. Mind you, this was 2003, so no cell phones. My mom dropped me off, and I head on in. I get to the gym, and there she is, sitting on some dude with green hair's lap, and making out. I had to just sit at the school dance where I knew nobody, absolutely heartbroken. First long-term relationship until my mom finally got there to pick me up. Another fun story was my third date with my now ex-wife. As is the tradition, this was our date night where she'd be having sex for the first time. We went out to dinner, and I ended up getting food poisoning. Fast forward to us getting intimate, and we're really getting going. Suddenly, I start to feel extremely sick. I get up and run to the bathroom, where I proceed to vomit my soul out. This was one of those bouts of throwing up where you end up dry heaving for a bit at the end because you're still trying to puke, but there's nothing left in you. Initially, she was very hurt, but she came to my aid, sat with me when I was in the bathroom feeling like I was dying. So it was pretty sweet. It sounds to me like that last date or whatever that was, it seemed like to have a pretty happy ending, if you ask me. That first one was pretty horrible, though. I don't wish that on anybody, not even on my worst enemy, and I don't even have enemies. But if I did, I wouldn't want that man to suffer like that. I want him to suffer a different way. But yeah, man, life just happens, man. You guys ready to see more? I got more. Absolutely worst would be in high school. I had been dating this girl for almost a year at this point. She went to... Oh, wait, I already read this one. Stupid. It's this one. Oh, hold on. I got a comment. This is 74. Oh. Rule of thumb. You might not want to put yourself in a one-on-one moment with moment like where you go to meet the other person alone to go on a date, because things can go bad then and there. Like the guy forcing himself on the girl, or like a story I heard where the guy went to meet the girl and two more guys showed up of nowhere and jumped him. The girl had set him up. Moral of the story, just be careful with yourselves. Absolutely. Always be careful. Always share your location with somebody who you trust, like whether it's your best friend or whatever the case may be. But always share your location. I know it's pretty stupid, or I don't know, frowned upon to say it, but always share your location with somebody that you absolutely trust, like best friend, a sibling, whoever the case may be. Could be a mom, could be your dad. But always share your location with somebody, because you never know how that can, how that can turn out. It could turn out bad, pretty much what Kadeem was saying. Always be careful. Always be alert. Always be... Oh, crap. My phone's like dying. Always be careful about who you go on a date with, especially if you're single out there, man. The single life I know right now is not at its best. I hear a lot of I hear a lot of people saying that the dating scene right now is a lot different than what it was back in the day. Whether it's good or bad, I'm not necessarily sure, but I feel like maybe it just sounds like it's just a whole lot harder for people to, just connect and find the one, if you want to word it that way. Like my wife and I, like I said, we met through Facebook, and that was not frowned upon. Like I said, back then it was I would say very common for two people to meet on Facebook like that. But nowadays it's just weird. Like, say if somebody sends you a friend request that you have absolutely no idea about, like no idea who they are, you start to question it. Like, who the hell is this person? Like, how do I know him? It's just weird. You don't think about it like that. It could be like somebody who's trying to set you up, somebody with a fake profile, somebody who's trying to like do who knows what to you. You just got to be careful, man. Social media is not what it was back then, 10 or so years ago. But I don't know, man. You can't take it out on innocent people, but hey, some people do. And unfortunately, bad things happen to good people all the time. I can't really read what this says because the stupid reactions are on me. Okay, that's the one I just read. So this one right here, I'm gonna have to look for it. Hold on. Give me a second. So this one is 74, I think. 74? Yeah, 74. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read that one out loud. Hold on. I think it's this one. Yeah, 74. So this one says, hold on, 74. I cringe so hard whenever I think about the time I was the bad date. I was sitting her. Oh, I think he was the bad date. I was visiting her city. I lived 8 hours away. I asked if she wanted to go out on a date while I was in town, catching up with an old friend. Granted, this was about 9 days prior. Little did I know that my favorite baseball team was going to make it to Game 7 of one of the best World Series of all time. Of course, the only night she could meet me was night of Game 7. And even though I'm not someone who drinks that much, I quit smoking over a decade ago. Championship baseball and football games are the one time I indulge in both to excess due to nerves. Well, she agreed to meet up at a wine bar for a late night evening date following the game. And what she got instead of some dashing out-of-towner was a slobbering, smoky mess of a horny man who was teetering on blacking out. Thank God my friend saved me from myself and quietly escorted me out of the situation. But I myself and quietly wait, what? I'm sorry. But I wish I had blacked out a few minutes earlier so that I don't remember my earlier attempt of being sexy, charming, etc. So my boy was trying to get some on the first night with this one girl who probably was so innocent and everything and didn't want anything. Oh my God, he was probably the worst. Definitely the worst date. He was the worst date, and I'm glad he called himself out on it, man, because we never know who. We never know if we were ever the bad date with somebody. I'm trying to remember if I was, and I think I was. I think I was very awkward in one of my dates, and I will say that because I was feeling her. She was real cute. This is another date. I remember one time we'd been talking for like, I want to say a month, and we decided to meet up at the movies. I think I picked her up. I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember half of the stuff I did back then, but I do remember this particular date because obviously we don't talk now, right? So we went to the movies. I still remember, and she kept telling me to. I think I don't know what I was doing. I was talking about something, and she kept telling me to just stop talking about it. And I can't remember what it was, but I could see her uncomfortableness in her eyes. I wasn't saying anything like inappropriate or anything like that. It was just like I think I was just saying something like kind of discouraging myself in a way. I don't know if she like just didn't like that I didn't have much confidence in myself, or at least in her mind it just sounded like it because of the way that I was talking. But she kept telling me to just stop bringing myself down because that's kind of annoying. And I still remember those words because I was like, dang, I didn't think about it like that, but she's pretty much right. Kind of spit when I said that. Yeah, but I didn't realize it back at the time, but I guess I did. And but yeah, after that we never talked again. And not necessarily because of sorry, my flag is just all over the place. Not because of my choice, but because I guess we just decided that it would be best to just leave things like they were. It was just best friends, right? Yeah, we never spoke to her again. Let's go to the next one. In high school, I went on a date with a girl who was absolutely gorgeous. I was batting way out of my league. Think cheerleader type, blonde with blue eyes, like young Margot Robbie. I don't know who Margot Robbie is, but let me go ahead and I'm very curious. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and before you guys get ahead of me, I want to see who Margot. I don't even know who this girl is, lady is, or whatever. Oh no, what happened? Pop-ups. No, that's not it. Okay. So it was Margot, right? Margot Robbie. Okay. Give me a second. Let me try to see who this is. I'm gonna pull it up on you for you guys too, so you guys can see as well. Oh, she is pretty. Isn't she the chick that played Harley Quinn on the Suicide Squad? She is pretty. Yeah. I can see that. Oh, okay. A young Margot Robbie. She asked me to go to a movie with her. I picked her up. We got dinner and she wanted to see it. And she wanted to see a movie. I pay for a ticket and we walk in. There is a lobby with the guy sitting down and she walked over and hugged. Then they kissed. She then walked into the movie theater and sat front row making out with the guy with him the entire time of the movie. Apparently her parents told her she couldn't see him, so she used me to get to the movie. I left and called her mom. Her mom was outright pissed, drove to the theater and picked her up. One of the girls I went to school with for years was sitting right behind me. She saw everything happen and asked if we could make this our date instead. So that's when we did. We didn't go on another date, but we had a great time. Awesome. I like that happy ending because I feel like, even though, like I said many times before, I'm trying to make the best of it. And it seems like you and that other chick that, you went to similar schools with had a great time. Even though you didn't necessarily land a second date, it was still fun. You had a great time. And that's what matters the most. Making a good situation and a bad one. And yeah, I wish more people did this because it's very important. Let's go to the next one. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let me see if I could read all this. I didn't take the time to actually read this. I'm not reading this. I'm just saying this to myself out loud. I met a guy off a dating website, and we chatted for a few months and eventually decided to meet up. I was planning to go to the city about 2 hours away from me with friends for an event, so I agreed to go to a few hours early to hang out with him. It was it was catastrophe from the start to finish. One, the day before we met, my best friend told me he messaged her on the same site, word for word, the same message he first sent me, including the line, "I haven't messaged anyone for a long time. I invested by now, so met him anyways." Two, he was late picking me up at the train station. Then it was raining, so he didn't get out of the car. I just rolled down the window and yelled to get in. Three, took me to a cheap cafe and told me not to order food because he had sandwiches in the car. Four, then told me we were going to the beach, but drove 45 minutes to a piece of wasteland looking at the water, where he proceeded to spend 3 hours talking about his ex-girlfriend, who he was clearly still into. The sandwiches never appeared. Five. I told him I had to go as I was meeting my friends at the event. He said that sounded great and went online and bought himself a ticket. What? Hold on, what? Okay. 6. I made him go to a McDonald's drive-thru on the way to the event, where he realized he didn't even have his wallet. So I paid for both our meals. Wow. 7. He came to the event with me, hit on my friend. Wow. A few days later, he messaged me asking if I told my friends not to contact him, as he hadn't replied to his message, I think, and blocked him, and that was the end. Oh, so block. Okay. Worst date ever. But I got a good story out of it. Absolutely. See, that is a good story, because she's right. It was like definitely horrific, horrible event from start to finish. And apparently she gave us full details as to what occurred, and it put us in the front row seat of what exactly happened. Kudos to her for actually sharing that story. I don't know who she is, but she was kind enough to share the story on Reddit. Like I said, kudos to her. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, nobody ever wanted to share a story with myself and made you listen as to their horror or their worst date, if they ever had one. But everybody's perfect in this in my lovely world. I guess everybody's just happy and jolly. They're so perfect. Like I said, married the first person they ever went on a date with and never had a horrible experience. But hey, you're either open about it or not. But you're not disrespecting anybody. We all had a life before marriage. We all had a life before kids. We all had a life before anything. Let's be honest. We can't deny our past. That's what I tell everybody, man. You can't deny our past. We're not perfect. Heck, I'm not perfect. Nobody here is perfect. The moral of the story, if there is a moral of the story, would be careful who you date. As you guys could see, we had some horrible situations. We had horrible experiences where, I feel like they could have lost their lives, especially that person who got shoved and, pretty much was pretty scared of her life, considering the fact that the guy just wanted, one thing out of her, and after he didn't get it, he proceeded to hurl out, horrible names to her. And imagine if she would have married this guy. Imagine how her life would have been. Because my wife and I are actually hooked on a show called Worst X or something like that, and it's on Netflix, but you guys can watch it, man. It's actually pretty interesting. And it's about these people who survive basically domestic violence, and it has both men and women. It's a short little series, and I hate that because I think there was like 4 episodes, and I was already hooked. And by then, it had already been over. I was like, bro, like what the hell? Like I couldn't find more people. I know there's a lot of people that deal with domestic violence, but I mean, it all depends on who wants to tell their story and who doesn't, right? Oh, see, my boy Damien said, "Oh, that's a good show." Absolutely, and I think they have like a little side show, like a little sister show called Worst Roommate or something like that. I don't know, something like that. It was Worst Roommate or something like that. But it's yeah, I watched like the first episode, and I'm pretty invested in it because it's like a really like, I don't know, it's very intense. I highly recommend you guys watching it. It's pretty nice. But yeah, guys, seen that one too. I want to watch that one. I've only watched one episode, and I need to get on it, man, because I actually like that show. But yeah, guys, like I said, if there's anything that you guys could get off this one little episode that I had right here, was basically be careful if you're still in the dating scene, still in the market, to find your one and only, your one true love. The only thing I recommend you do is always share your location with somebody, with a close friend, I would say. Whoever the person is that you share the most information with, please, please, please always share your location. And like Daniel said, Life 360, I always have like at least like I have like my whole family on Life 360 because it just comes in handy. But it comes in handy, and I like to know where people are, all that stuff, making sure they're safe. But yeah, guys, like I said, horrible episode, horrible experience that some of us did share. Be careful who you meet online too. If he sounds too good to be true, run a background check, something, man. Try to find out if that person is legit somehow. Find a way, because you never know who you may be dealing with. I would run a background check if I could. Heck yeah. Heck, you never want to date somebody who has like a really bad criminal background. But I wanted to promote something. So please excuse me. My allergies are really getting to me. But give me 1 second while I pull this up on my phone, because I don't necessarily know. I need to get the full name just so everybody can go ahead and see it. Let me see. So this Saturday, the 19th, the Yellow Out campaign is hosting. Give me 1 second. Here it is. So the Yellow Out campaign is hosting their annual barbecue cook-off and Yellow Out Day celebration. That's pretty awesome. So the Yellow Out campaign actually they're promoting inclusion for people of all abilities. They're a nonprofit organization. I guess they don't want to say the word disabled, but yeah, they help out with people and kids with all sorts of abilities, like I mentioned. Oh, I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked on that. But yeah, they're hosting an event this Saturday. It's a car show, and they're gonna have food vendors there, and people with resources for all kinds of people, like I said, people that with abilities. Once again, I hate Instagram because it always logs me out. So I got to go back to where I was. I already know the name is the Yellow Out campaign, the Yellow Out. There it is. So yeah, they're going to host it this Saturday at, where is it at? It's going to be in Pearland. I know that. So they're gonna have hold on, where's the location? Oh, here it is. It's on the night of Columbus in Pearland on 2320 Hatfield Road, Pearland, Texas 77581. There's gonna be a car show as well as barbecue team awards, live entertainment, barbecue plates to purchase, silent auctions and raffles, family-friendly games and activities until 6 p.m. You guys don't miss out on that because it's gonna be great. I'm gonna go ahead and share it on my Instagram. It's gonna be lit. You guys are also gonna see my good buddy John Martinez. John has that purple Cadillac with the swangers on it. You know that pretty much has gone viral all around Houston because of his slab. But yeah, man, you guys check us out this Saturday, man. It's gonna be a great time. I'm actually gonna invite my friend because he just said he was gonna have a get together that day, but it turns out he went ahead and canceled that. So I'm gonna go ahead and invite him again, see if he'll go with us. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're all gonna be there. My kids are gonna be there. But yeah, man, we're all gonna have a great time. It's always a great time whenever we hang out with those guys. It's just really comforting for us, especially because we all deal with, we all deal with disabilities, man. I'm disabled myself. I have a bad back. I have a horrible spine. I have a anxiety disorder, depression, whatever the case may be. But that's still considered disability. I did not know that, but hey, I learned stuff as life going on. But yeah, that's gonna happen this Saturday. Make sure you go to it. Like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, there's my Instagram isn't here. Let me go ahead and post my Instagram. I don't even know my Instagram name. Oh, I'm stupid. It's Made You Listen. Made Listen. I'm typing it in as I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you guys can follow me. But I'm gonna share the location of the event as well as all the information that you may need in order to have a good time alongside many other great people that I've grown to respect, especially because they pretty much are great people. They really are. And it's for a great cause, guys. It's not necessarily for, we want to be hoodlums or anything like that. No, it's for a good cause. And I'm gonna go ahead and share that, on Instagram later on today. So that way we can get as many people as possible. Go ahead and support the cause. And that's me being as serious as possible as I can be, because that's something that I honestly, truly believe and I actually have a passion for. So I would never, I'll never down this at all. But yeah, as far as everything goes, I want to go ahead and say thank you so much for joining me. Like I always have a great time, regardless if it's myself or somebody else with me. I always try to have the best time possible. And I understand, it may not be the same whenever I have somebody on here because I'm actually conversating with somebody. But hey, things happen. And apparently, it came and bit me in the butt because I decided to wait last minute to start asking who wanted to be on it. What's up, fam? Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Andres? It's good to see you again, man. Most definitely back on here, man. It's good to see you, man. It's good to talk to you. I haven't talked to him in years, man, but it's always great. It's always great. No hate here. Absolutely none whatsoever. But yeah, you guys, like I said, come join us this Saturday. I'm gonna go ahead and link all that information over on Instagram. You guys got the information earlier. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It was a great time. I had a great time. I know a lot of you guys had the best time ever, especially me reading the stories as well as sharing them my own. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I understand, it was a short episode. I want to say I made it at least 10 minutes shorter this time. But like I said, I really don't have anything else to talk about, and especially since I don't have the special guest to keep me going. Like I said, I try to make the best of it. It happens. Decided to wait last minute, and that's what happens. It bites me in the butt. But hey, we're gonna pull through. There's gonna be more episodes. And and even if I could do that myself, or one of them myself, because I feel like I get more views for some reason myself, and I feel like I'm not even an interesting person as I may seem. But hey, other people think differently. But I am going to try to get more people on here. That's the goal, common goal. But like I mentioned to you guys, thank you so much. It is Tuesday, October 15, 2024. Tomorrow is going to be a great day. Hump day, as most people like to call it. Week's almost over, everyone. Gonna make it a good week. Gonna kick ass. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining. If you're gonna watch this episode later on in your day or whenever you go to work the next day, man, please share this live. I keep moving this computer so much. This is the desk. Can't blame me. But yeah, try to share this video on your Facebook as much as you can, please. It would really help me out. I want to see as many viewers as possible. I want to reach out to many people as possible, because like I mentioned to you guys before, you never truly know what everybody's going through, and you guys may need some laughs in your life, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to get you right, make you know, not believe, but know that you're not alone in the world, that we all struggle with demons, whether it's in our heads or in real life. What the hell was that? Something flew on me. But yeah, we all deal with something, but regardless, we still here, we still kicking, we still thinking positive, think positive vibes, keep the good moments flowing. And that's what it is, man. But yeah, I guess that's all for tonight. Name's Ricky, Mr. Media. I don't know why I didn't put listen over there, but should say Major Listen, but hey, whatever, right? I got the wire marks on me. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and share this with your loved ones, with your good peeps, with your significant other, with your side chicks, whatever you're holding down. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. And for those 5 people that are still watching, go ahead and share now. Please share. Please, I want to see like at least 10 people share this episode. If you do that for me, let's see, what can I do? If you do that for me, I'll be giving out a Starbucks gift card for whoever shared my live. Next week, I could probably give out a gift card next week. But it has to be more than 10 people. If it's more than 10 people, I'm gonna do a raffle next week. I'm gonna get down the names and I'm gonna see who wins the Starbucks gift card. Got my word on it. Like I said, like I mentioned to you guys, thank you so much for joining me. You're right. You guys were all great. Thank you for the great conversation. Thank you for listening to me talk my lungs out and listen to all these great stories. But I gotta let you go, and I'll see you guys on the next one.